we've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Terrapins offense will have the opening possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on them.
He can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle them up.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a man, it's Washington. He's got the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now it's back to work with this 7-0 lead. Bunch formation for these receivers. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Important in the passing game, but it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The give to the tailback. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Hold and fire complete. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Looking down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. Makes the catch near the 50. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Quarterback making adjustments. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best.
Turning it on! Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, fourth and short. I'm buying my club, and now first and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown, forget those field goals.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, the TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires on the move. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and a first down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide outlet unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Terrapins! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. He's in open space downfield. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Offense in a bunch formation.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Connection to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Gibson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Creates a little space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. That gives him 100 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. From the gun, looking for a man. Give him 6. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead and keep the momentum and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Steps away to find some room. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's White. Oh, he's got some space. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Looking to throw on 3rd. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. the Terrapins line up to punt it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Wants to fire on second down. Still looking on the move. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense getting set for first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punted on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Makes the catch. It's Denmark. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on second down. Now the play fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Out of the shotgun on third down. The short hands. It's Denmark. Quick step and go. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Caught behind the line. It's White. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He'll keep it himself. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing it?
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Reynolds. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and...
Touchdown, Penn State! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. The give is to Williams. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's throwing interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He stopped short of the 20th and 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Washington. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. Hard-hitting tackle.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for them.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Will open up the final period. They go to the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
To the air on second down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Terrapins are on the move. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Got a man. It's Pena.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Here we go.
From the gun, the running back has it. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Turning it on! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Arizona. State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's complete to the right. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's going for the goal line. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with the tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games.